Hello, everybody. How are you? Joe Ditzel back in Los Angeles after a probably 6 to 8 week tour, mini tour, barnstorming tour of stand-up comedy around the country. But we're back, and this is a lyrics explained video. That's where I explain the lyrics of your favorite songs, so that you can enjoy them even more. In this case, it's going to be Dan and Shay. It's not a duet so much, it's more like a triplet. Dan and Shay and Justin Bieber getting together on the song 10,000 Hours. So many people asking me about this song. And of course, it has that Dan and Shay vibe with the Biebs coming in and putting his flavor in there. But what's it all about? And guys, this is a study, a close-up look, a breakdown of the 10,000 hours concept, authored, originated, conceived, and written by Malcolm Gladwell. And you're saying, what are you talking about? Well, Malcolm Gladwell is an author who came up with the concept, or at least popularized, I guess is a better way of saying it, the idea of 10,000 hours needed to master an activity, an instrument, a sport, anything that requires or anyone that wants to perform at a world-class level. You'll need to invest at least 10,000 hours before you can achieve that goal. So that means that if you want to be in the NBA, you have to put in 10,000 hours of competition, practice, and skill development before you can even think about performing at that level. If you want to be on Broadway, you've got to put in 10,000 hours of practice, skill, and training in dance, singing, acting, or all three possibly if you're in the musical world. If you want to do stand-up comedy, you've got to put in 10,000 hours. You got the idea, okay? Because so many people say, oh, I tried it, it didn't work. Well, Malcolm Gladwell is saying that a study of world-class performers in various disciplines revealed that they put in at least 10,000 hours. So that means that the good news is you can achieve just about anything you want if you're physically able. You and I, most likely you and I, are not going to be in the National Hockey League. Somebody listening or hearing this or watching this video will go in the National Hockey League, but for the most part, we don't. Most of us don't have the physical capabilities of doing that. But if you are interested in activity of which you're physically and mentally able to do, you just got to put in the time. Well, 10,000 hours is a lot of hours, and that's what Dan and Shay and Justin Bieber are saying. You got to start early. This is why it's an advantage to start young. I mean, you don't think old T Swift, you don't think she just rolled up at the age of 14 or 15 or whatever at the record company? Remember when she broke into the business? She was like 14 or 15 or something when she first came out on the scene. Well, she'd already put in she started when she was like, here's the story I heard. T Swift was born, and within a week, she was strumming the guitar. She was like a week old strumming a guitar. So therefore, she was starting early on her 10,000 hours. Now, it seems daunting, it seems hard, it seems impossible. Well, 10,000 hours, who has that kind of time? Well, consider this, is that you may be able to borrow 10,000 hours. So, for example, let's say that you are a hockey player and you don't get into the NHL. You don't make it. You tried, But the day of your tryouts with the Winnipeg Jets, you took a slap shot that inadvertently bounced off the goalpost and hit the general manager's wife right in her right hand, the right hand she uses to write checks. Okay? To write the checks that pay the players, because that's how they do it there. She writes the checks. And with that, the players didn't get paid for 2 months, and everybody was upset. And you got bounced. You were bounced from the Winnipeg Jets. You never made the team because of an accident, a fluke, a freak accident. Well, now your National Hockey League dreams are dashed. But guys, you've put in the hours. If you're even trying out at that level, it shows you have world-class skills. So that means that you can take those skill sets and apply them to a different area of the sport. Maybe you'll be a college coach. Maybe you'll be a professional coach. Maybe you'll open up a training center, training hockey players from around the world. Maybe you'll start a dance show, an ice show that's just hockey players. The world's never seen that before. It's like one of those dancing on ice shows, but it's just hockey guys and girls. Hockey guys and girls with full pads in a musical on ice. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying there's the concept of borrowed 10,000 hours. All of that time is not wasted. You can apply it in a lot of ways. And these are the concepts that the Biebs is really eloquently attacking in this song. He says it right there. He talks about that he might never achieve it, but nonetheless, for the rest of his days, he's gonna love. He's gonna love. So that's the commitment you're talking about, is that emotional investment, that love of the game that it's going to be required to achieve at the highest levels. Guys, it's an emotional song. It's a beautiful song. Of course, the Biebs is right in there with all the big hits. He's with Dan and Shay now. I mean, pretty soon he's going to be on the next Fraggle Rock album. But that'll be cool too, because everybody loves the Biebs, and of course Dan and Shay, their stars continue to rise in the country and pop music worlds. That's another Lyrics Explained. It's 10,000 hours, Dan and Shay and our buddy the Biebs getting together. I hope that helps.